So I just wanted to do a short video talking because I really don't talk much. So I know this probably won't get too many views. But I just wanted to make a video discussing a lot of times why people don't like you. And I just learned that you got to take a lot of shit with a grain of salt, because a lot of times when people don't really care for you or whatever, it's not you. It's usually personal, especially if you're a cool person. You know you really ain't do nothing to somebody, even though sometimes it's what you didn't do. And I'm very aware of that. Like, I'm the type of person, a lot of times, my issues with people are things that I don't do. Things that people expect from you, but you fail to do those things. And a lot of times the problems I have with people are sometimes just things that they don't do. You know, a holiday that they don't celebrate correctly, a birthday unattended, you know, things like that may hurt your feelings. But just to fast forward some, I just want you to know that it ain't personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't dwell on why people don't like you, because a lot of times it's not personal. And for the most part, you know, I've dealt with a lot of difficult friendships, and the endings have always sometimes been very bland. But to prevent that, my advice to you is notice the pattern in people early on. People usually will, when you become new friends, when you become friends with somebody, they'll usually discuss why they aren't other people's friends and realize, could I get in a situation like this with this person? Probably. And 9 times out of 10 it will happen. And you'll see how friendships end rather quickly. You know what I mean? And I've just learned a lot about relationships and human interaction. And a lot of everything is communication. And if words are expressed like, what's up? Like, what's going on? Why aren't we talking? The problems usually can be resolved like that. But instead, it's 2017 and no one talks anymore. We subtweet. And that's how we communicate our problems, and hoping that the other person will get it. And then we play the knock the pride down game. It's like putting your pride are the bottles that are technically glued down. You know, like a carnival, like they glue the glass bottles down, and then you're throwing the balls trying to knock the bottles down. But no one's pride is knocked down, and then a friendship is lost because of the lack of communication. But it all goes back to the root problem of what's the problem with you? How did that problem initiate? A lot of times people have things going on in their own lives and they deflect them on you, just if that's the right word. But the reality of it is we're all human and we all go through shit. And so my goal as of recent is to try to be a lot more understanding of what people go through. You know what I mean? And like, let me explain just a little bit. Like, you might be angry at a person because you feel like they're ostracizing you or doing things to hurt you. But just for a minute, take yourself out of it and try to think, like, what is that person going through? And sometimes, I know that's hard as fuck to do, because you're like, man, fuck that bitch, man, fuck that nigga. Or if you white, fuck that guy. Because I don't even want you to think, fuck that nigga. Don't even think, fuck that nigga. Think, fuck that guy. Okay, there we go. Love y'all too. So, long story short, what I'm saying is, think about what that person is going through and maybe just be a little bit more understanding. And even when you can't, because sometimes people are irrational AF as fuck. And you like, man, they just tripping for no reason. But even then, you gotta try in your heart to find a way to forgive them. Because for the, you know, aggression towards you, for that dislike, for that distaste that they have for you. Because one is them, it's always them. And two is not you. So don't hold it. Don't hold that shit. You're not mad at them. Don't hold it. Don't hold it. Forgive them. Keep it going. And forgiving them doesn't mean that they have to know you forgive them. Because what forgiving internally does for me, it allows me to have that weight off my shoulders. Like, I've had a lot of friendships that went sour, and I would have to like watch what I say, like, on like captions and on social media, because I don't want to offend them in any way or think that I'm trying to be rude to them, because that's not the character that I have. And so if something comes off that way and then it's misconstrued, a lot of times what you have to do is go back, fix it, and say, I know that wasn't for that person. You know what I'm saying? And you do that by forgiving them. So then when you do say things, you know it wasn't for that person. There's no guilt. Once there's no guilt, there's no frustration. Like, a lot of people are angry at other people. You know, a lot of times with people holding that guilt, it can sometimes help them. It pushes them. Like, I know a lot of people probably feel like you know, that motivation, that negative motivation of, oh, I'm gonna shit on these people, I'm gonna get back at them, oh, I'm gonna show them. Like, I probably look ugly doing that, but the point is just, man, fuck them. Don't let them motivate you. I wish I was motivated by somebody not liking me or feeling the need to shit on somebody. Sorry, boss. All of this is motivation by me. Motivation by the Don. I'm motivated by this guy. That's why I'm motivated by, this guy. And it might take me a little longer because anger will always get you there faster. Think about driving angrily and driving happy. Driving happy, you'll let somebody get in front of you. Fuck it. When you angry, you know what I'm saying? Like, the road is yours when you're angry. And when you're happy, you're just like, man, fuck that. Let them go. I ain't in a rush. I get there. And so, but at the end of the day, you'll get there with probably no accidents, no scars, didn't wear down your tires, didn't burn your gas as quickly. And then you get angry. You might have got pulled over. You might have gotten in an accident. You might have burnt your tires out or something. Now you need air in your tire. I don't know about y'all, but when I drive fast, because I do drive fast as fuck, I'll be driving fast and then my back rear tire always need air. I don't know, maybe it's a foreign car thing because my sister's BMW does the same thing. Nonetheless, that metaphor was just to serve as a point of why you should not only forgive and just remember that it's not you, it's them. But because it's them, you have to be the bigger person. Forgive them and walk the fuck away. Continue to do you. Get on your grizzly, little hoe. Like, no, but like really grind it out. And to kind of, and if you can't relate on a friend level, you can make it a relationship level. And know that for whatever reason, you may feel like you aren't happy because you don't have someone. Be mindful. Like, I had to tell myself a while back, I ain't meant to be with nobody right now. That would be a fucking distraction. Like, maybe, I know y'all seen that quote that be like, the reason why you lost people is because they're not ready to go to the next level with you in life. As much as I hate using Instagram quotes to dictate how I live, that is so true. And it's not that they aren't on your level in any shape, weight, form, or fashion, because that classism shit is in part the second racism. It's going to be the second wave of racism. But if it already isn't, because I think in ways it is. But what I will say is that you have to always be super mindful that you need your time. You need your time. You need your time. So that those people you know, y'all might not be friends no more, but think about, like, if you were friends with those people, you probably would be occupied wasting your time. But now you got time to be productive because your ass is bored and don't got no friends. And that's kind of my situation now. But what I will say is that I don't want to die. I don't want to take anything away from or dilute the friendships that I do have, because I have some amazing friends who are very understanding of my time. They invite me places, but they don't want me to come because you know why? They know damn well Curtis needs to work. He got shit to do. And I'm really happy to have people like that in my life that understand, like, yeah, take tonight, put new stuff on Shopdino, add it to blog. You know what I'm saying? So, I know this was like a unorthodox video. These are not the type of videos I normally do. I hope that the message got to you some sort of way. I hope this applies or is applicable in your life some type of way, in any way, form, or fashion. And if you ever go through this, you can always refer back to this video to just remember that forgiveness is key. Just lift the weight off you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be light. When you do shit, you gotta be light so you can maneuver right. But was that a quote? You gotta be like, you gotta move light so you can maneuver right. Damn, shit. That should have been in the book, which you can purchase right now. Description in the box below. Damn, yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay untouchable. And when I say untouchable, just because it's a talk video, I'll just say really quickly. When I say untouchable, I mean stay untouched by criticism, by fuck shit, and by these fuck ass people that just got bad intentions all the way around. Godspeed. Yo, follow me. Follow me. Follow me!